Have you ever covered a carpet stain with a rug, ignored a leaky faucet, pretended your half-painted living room is supposed to look like that? Well, you're not alone. We've all got unfinished home projects. But there's an easier way. Thumbtack is the app that makes it easier to care for your home. Pull out your phone and in just a few taps, search, chat, and book highly rated pros right in your neighborhood. Download Thumbtack and start caring for your home the easier way.
They say opposites attract. That's why the Sleep Number Smart Bed is the best bed for couples. You can each choose what's right for you, whenever you like. You like a bed that feels firm, but they want soft? Sleep Number does that. You want to sleep cooler, while they like to feel warm. Sleep Number does that too. Sleep Number Smart Beds also learn how you sleep and provide you with personalized insights to help you sleep even better. You have to feel it to believe it. Find the bed that's for both of you, only at a Sleep Number store. 9 out of 10 couples say they sleep better on a Sleep Number Smart Bed. Time to catch some Z's. J.D. Power ranks Sleep Number number 1 in customer satisfaction with mattresses purchased in-store. And now during Sleep Number's biggest sale of the year, save 50% on the Sleep Number Limited Edition Smart Bed, plus special financing for a limited time. For J.D. Power 2023 award information, visit jdpower.com/awards. Only at a Sleep Number store or sleepnumber.com. See store for details.
People start to realize our differences aren't as big as they seem.
I couldn't really understand the magnitude of what was going on.
I know a lot of people were affected.
You know, it's still that divide.
From the All Indiana Podcast Network and Wish TV, this is Our City, Our Voice.
You look a lot different at it.
Everybody was kind of spinning about what it was and what was happening.
Everything's changed.
Marion County, Indiana's most populous county, became majority non-white between 2020 and 2023. That's according to recently released U.S. Census Bureau data. Joining me now to have a conversation and break down exactly what this means, multicultural contributor Emil Ekiyor. Thank you so much for your time today, sir.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. Let's dive right in. What is the significance of the demographic shift, and what factors, aside from those obvious changes, contribute to the loss of some 8,000 residents?
So what happens in cities like Indianapolis, urban core cities, is when people decide they want to have a family, they want their kids to go to good schools, they just want a community to grow a family. Most of the time people get married and then move into the suburbs. So what we've seen in Indianapolis is the suburbanization of the city, where more people are moving to the outskirts of Indianapolis. So we have our outskirts suburbs growing at a fast rate. We also talked about this in previous segments where we talked about people who graduate from universities that get an initial job, but after 4 or 5 years they leave to go to different cities as well. So when you look at that happening all together, you have what we have today, where we have 80,000 Hoosiers, 8,000 citizens or residents of Marion County moving out to the suburbs or even relocating to other cities to go get jobs.
So when you talk about these numbers, 8,000 people, you can't not talk about the socioeconomic impact of that. What are the socioeconomic implications on things like housing, education, healthcare services, and does it affect the ability to attract business and investments?
So what we have to be careful of is, are we losing 8,000 cities, are we losing wealth from Marion County? Meaning the socioeconomic factors to that are people leaving that are contributing to the taxes here in the city? Are we creating enough jobs for people to move up the mobility ladder where people are making more money to make up for that loss? So what kind of community are we building as far as, are we losing talent, meaning people who are leaving earners, right? And we're losing the earning power in our city, and we're not replacing them with earners as well. So it has a huge effect on our city as a whole, on how people look at our city as far as businesses located in Indianapolis, as far as the talent that's coming to our city to stay in our city. So looking at those numbers and saying, well, when we say Marion County is majority non-white, right? Are we saying that our white brothers and sisters in Marion County are leaving to the suburbs to start families? Are we replacing them with people who have the opportunity to earn more money so we can make up for that loss as well?
A very good question posed there at the end. I don't think we could have this conversation without asking you this. Are there challenges and opportunities that come up for businesses in Marion County as a result?
So there are huge challenges, right, when you lose that amount of people. But the good news is we are replacing. We have to create an environment that allows people to move up the ladder. We have to create an environment where people are making money. So as we lose, we're replacing with earners. I keep going back to that. So when we look at housing challenges, when we look at what we say affordable housing, so as we bringing people in, if they can't afford to live in Marion County because the cost of housing is so high, right? If they can't afford to raise their families here, we will lose them as well. So having a plan to deal with this, as I said, when we look at the numbers and recognize what's happening, creating a plan to say, okay, as we lose, how do we replace? How do we make sure we're creating an affordable environment for people to raise their families here and grow here in the city?
All right, excellent conversation. Unfortunately, we have to leave it there. That is Wish TV contributor Emil Ekiyor. Thank you so much for your time today, sir.
Thank you for having me.
Discover more at wishtv.com. And when you follow Wish TV on Facebook, check out more podcasts from the All Indiana Podcast Network now at allindianapodcastnetwork.com.